Okay. Do 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 do. Playing some more Last Epoch just because it's my favorite, and there's probably only one more stream left until I'm probably out for 2 weeks, and then who knows what I'll be doing after that. But let me hop on into it here. Who was I doing again? Sentinel? Sure throws a lot. I think so. I look ridiculous. Oh man. Ugh. So today we were building a shed. Just all day long. It was a thing. But yeah, so if you don't know, we're moving into a camper on a property we just bought until we can get the mobile home moved on to the property. So that's going to be a thing, suffice it to say. Alright, where were we? No, I think I was just picking this stuff up to sell. I don't think there was particular feelings about any of this. It's not too bad, but we could try to chaos this attunement real quick and see it. Clarity's not terrible, but no. Movement speed is what we want. Strength works. I'm good with that. We could keep these boots for a while. Oh, or not. We do some resistances. What do we running here? Near zero necrotic, very low elemental. Why don't we just go with some elemental? The good and zero. I'm going to go and shatter these boots. Okay. So that's good for throwing when we get to it. Incoming ad break. Did they mess with my ad break? That was way too soon. No, maybe it's not. I think I remember there being an early ad break. Okay, there's a spear. Because that's where we're going to go to with spears. I'm going health on melee hit. I was like shattering that. Strength, regen, throwing damage. No, mine's actually pretty darn good. We're not really doing throwing damage just yet. Ooh, low tier on that health, but that's okay. That's good. Mana regen, maybe, but I don't think it. Again, let's throw on some elemental resistance. And zero. You won't say it. Won't say it. Okay, I think this is fine for now. Let's just go ahead and throw some things away. I think the rest of this can be sold. Shock on hit. We're not doing a shock build. Could keep it for the resistances though, I suppose.
Yes?
Okay, we need to get some music going too. Oh no! Give it back. Might not be the best spear, but it's a spear. We don't need that one. That one is throwing damage on it, so we might shatter that. Physical, necrotic damage, health regen. Going chaos. Minion damage sucks. Throwing attack speed. That'll do. Nah, it's not worth it.
Follow your feet.
Stay safe.
Oh, do I have a turn in? Oh, let's get some music. While there's an ad break going, we'll play some music. Oh, what was I watching that had great music? Oh, what was it? I think it's something Raptor was playing. I think. It just had fantastic music. Quite remember what it came from. No. Trying to think. Oh, why can't I remember? Or is it something what's his butt was playing? I shouldn't really bother with this right now. We're gonna mess with it just a little bit. I'm trying to remember who played it. I thought it was Raptor, but it might not be. It was a certain game. I just had baller music. Where are you? Why can't I find your freaking... So annoying. Okay, I might just have to give up. Okay, we'll just do last Epoch music. We'll just do the more epic one. Okay, we'll do... Where is it? There was a 4-hour one. Right around there? I should do it.
Greetings.
We'll go with that. Okay. There we go up there. Let's go. Get on with the gameplay. Oh man. But yeah, I should be good to stream next weekend. But after that, I'm not sure if I do have internet. I don't know if it'll be good enough. That's essentially where we're at. So, as from the looks of it, it's not going to be that great. Minions have 40% bleed off of minions and increased bleed duration. Wow. Minion build and a half right there. Oh, cool. I'll take those. Can I do better with like bigger groups? Really keep themselves. Oh, what do we got? Shard Shrine? Not bad. Take it. Yeah! Oh god. I just noticed my health. Wait. I forgot what button my heal was. Yeah, this build is not particularly where I want it, so a little sloppy right now. I really want to fight you. They're just so beefy, and I hit so weak right now. Crazy. Teammate mana, fire resistance, poison resistance, I mean, it's not really all that great, but it's not terrible. Maybe I'll, see if I can get that teammate out of there. Increased hammer throw. Not bad, but it's not what we're going for. Legion attack speed, though. We could pivot to the hammer throw for now, because we're doing like a thrower build. And, see how that feels. I've never messed with the hammer build stuff, the hammer throw. It's not till 18, and we're only at 16, so we got 2 more levels. So this was kind of fun, but let's mess around with the hammer throw. We're doing like a throwing build, so. Global damage per zeal sack. Interesting. It's a stun. Chance to gain health. That's kind of cool. Hammer throw and Nova. Oh no. Okay. Extra projectile. Hammer throw deals 1 damage and costs less mana. That's kind of cool. Travel slower. Hammer throw can no longer spiral, chain, or orbit. If your hammers would spiral, instead deal significantly more hit damage. If your hammers would chain, instead deal more crit damage each time they would chain. The hammers would orbit you, and they instead would have additional crit chance. Oh, interesting. When you're out of mana, that's free. That's kind of cool. Disintegrating aura. Hammers have a disintegrating aura, causing enemies nearby them to take void damage over time. The hammer throw costs more mana. Interesting. And then it costs less here. By 6 points, so it only costs 6 per cast, 9 per cast. But you also get rings that reduce throwing cost by 3, I think it is. Global Ignite. And mana gain, cooldown though. That's not bad though. We may do hammer throw as a cooldown. Hammer throw rips Dark Ores from enemies on hit, which travel back to you and gain 6 health. And okay. Interesting. Kinda cool. I kinda like the void damage thing. Which I'm not even sure what exactly this is. It's lightning. Yeah. It's lightning and physical. Okay. So that will actually marry pretty well with this. But no, this is just chain. It's not actually lightning. Okay. But it's still fine. It'll still work. I kind of like the idea of more crit chance. That's actually kind of appealing to me. I like crit chance. Let's do that. This is full of regret. Horrendous? We'll see. I like messing around, so. 2 shards right. Not doing bad. Let's see. I don't want to fight you. Moving on. I know, I think we need to play some Grim Dawn, but, you know, we'll figure it out.
Stay back!
You stay back.
Run!
Greedy man. I guess he was like being greedy. And of course, now I'm using a really weak skill against the boss. At least it's a range skill, so I can attack from distance. Oh. Woo. We're getting there. That's fire coming up though.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're a little speedy.
I see.
Yeah, it's pretty good ramp up damage when you're fighting one enemy. Good. Dun, 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 dun. Hello.
You seem a little disoriented.
No, I'm okay.
Don't
Thanks.
most he might be kind enough to stay safe.
What brings you here?
Do you get here faster now?
May Atera guide your travels.
Nothing. Nothing. I did want to shatter that one. Lightning damage. Okay with that. Maybe we won't get rid of that too quick. I'm just gonna sell that necklace. You get it very easily. We don't need a gamble for anything. It's fine. Maybe a belt. My belt is pretty lackluster. That's okay. We'll find plenty of stuff. We're early. And what I want... this is shield throw, manifest armor, Walter's wrath, forging strike. It's void damage, fire damage. New and rally plus 3% damage and elemental resistance. Activating aura doubles the stats. That wouldn't be terrible to have. Position orbits you, causing you and your allies to attack and fire damage, increasing health regen. Not terrible. Spell fire melee. Spell buff spell. Can I make this a cooldown ability? Oh, it's a cooldown on its own. 2 seconds. Okay, can I increase the cooldown? Armor while on cooldown? That's not terrible. But oh, I'd probably only be wielding a shield because a spear is a two-handed weapon. Yeah. And I'm assuming this requires a shield. Yeah. Does it? Throws a shield. This is just, I'm assuming it requires a shield. A little minion bro. Wouldn't be terrible. Ring of Shields isn't terrible either. Get a cooldown. No cooldown. So it has a, oh, okay, it has a long cooldown on its own. Okay. Converts to spear. Converts Forging Strike into a spear that falls from the sky instead. Forging Critical Strike deals significantly more damage but hits smaller area. Converts to a pole arm if you also have the put to the sword. Interesting. Global fire penetration. You have additional global if you have a forge strike recently lasts 4 seconds. But this is not a fire ability at all. Oh, it is. Javelin deals more fire and lightning damage, and you have a chance to ignite and electrify enemies with melee attacks while Javelin is on cooldown. Fire and lightning now leaves behind a trail. Oh, interesting. So you could do that. Might be fun to play with. This plus hammer throw plus javelin. Just spamming 3 different throwing abilities. Interesting. You know, sure. Go Forge Guard. You know, why not?
You've woken
I like the
seek
stakes.
your count. If I then close your eyes and focus on the potential you wish to wield as I guide the shades to you.
Alright. And I'm actually going to go ahead and swap this guy out, I think. And we might even hold off on the javelin throw until 20. And then what I want to do is do well, this isn't throwing, but I think that's okay. Yeah, it doesn't get any kind of throwing ability. Converts into sword or falls from the sky instead forging you as more attacks begin. No. Oh, crit multiplier. Okay, it makes it very critty. Okay. Maximum forged weapons by 50%, so it turns it into more of an attack, which is kind of okay with me because I don't really have attunement. So this could be kind of buffing. Summons aim with physical damage, increase stun duration. Okay. Don't care about the ward. Yeah, maybe go down for the buffs more first. Let's put the hammer throw there. Forge there. I like these icons, they look really good. And then we're gonna do... what was it again? The rush. Still can't cast in town. What do you want?
I see that you are still you. That strength will be necessary if our world, our reality, is to have any hope.
Yeah, let's keep doing that. You deal increased damage while you have a mace or scepter equipped. Sword attack, cast speed, action count. No, that's all useless. Oh yeah, I guess we have this now. That's fine. Throwing attack damage, stun chance looks good. That would be good too. We're not really blocking this run. Throwing attack mana cost +6. Yep. Shred, physical, and fire resistance. Man, 6? Oh my god, man. Probably get that. Man, not a lot of this has to do with throwing. Throwing attack critical chance. You proved me wrong right there. Throwing attack critical multiplier. Okay. What was that? Way down there though. Was one of these better for throwing? Well, there's a good amount in here. It's not like it's not in there. You just have that, and then later on, and you were just not even in there. Okay, so this was the only one for like throwing damage stuff. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Why, Eterra? You've done it. You've returned the shard. What about Panion? I see.
Oh, there is voice acting. I would have listened to it if I noticed that.
Even with both of our shards, this city is lost. Our only hope lies in the Temple of Eterra, where the last shard remains. By reforming the Epoch, you will be able to return to your time and take us with you. Away, you are the only one who can help us. Thank you. There is an old passage to the surface. I will dispel the rune that keeps it sealed. The Temple of Eterra is far to the east.
Isn't that like cause some like timey-wimey bullshit? I don't know. We'll find out.
May Eterra smile upon you.
Open up.